Hello everyone, it's Dylan from Yugioh Everything, and welcome back to another Yugioh VRains video. So, in this discussion video, I am going to be giving my thoughts on episode 51, the new episode that is coming up, featuring the duel between Soulburner and Go. We saw it in the preview at the end of episode 50. I'm going to give my predictions on who I think is going to win that duel, along with going over the cast list with you guys, a few more information tidbits that we got, all thanks to DMC's translations, and a new character relationship grid. Now, we are not unfamiliar with this grid. We've seen this grid updated on the Yugioh website, I guess that's where it is, multiple times, but there were some interesting changes recently made to this grid for Season 2 that I want to briefly go over with you guys. But first, I am going to talk about the 51 previews and cast list. If you do not want any spoilers, although I'll be honest, there's really no major spoilers here, please click off the video. 3, 2, 1, here we go. We are going to start with the Weekly Jump preview, episode 51, The Man Who Cast Away Charisma. Playmaker and Soulburner are trying to reach the restricted area. However, the two of them run into Go. Soulburner decides to take on Go so that Playmaker can escape. So now we know the whole motivation of Soulburner versus Go. He wants to kind of create a distraction so that Playmaker can get out of there and go on to facing whoever stole Jin's consciousness. So here's episode 51. I'm not even going to read the summary because there's nothing too new there. I'm going to skip right to the cast list. We have Yusaku / Playmaker, Ai, Homura, Flame, Kusanagi, Go, Akira, Hayami, Kenmochi, Yorozaka. Jeez, those last two names, I apologize. I know I butchered them bad. I really apologize. I'll wait to hear how they're pronounced in the show, and then hopefully I'll get a better hang for them. But those bottom two names has to be, and DMC also puts, could also be Kenmotsu or Kenji, etc. So we're just going to have to wait and see. That's kind of like Hadu and Hal. We're going to have to wait and see the spelling and stuff, the translation that they actually use. So there's nothing really too new in this cast list. The bottom two names most likely are going to be the two bounty hunters with Go. We've seen them appear now in, I believe, 2 episodes, and the opening and the ending, yet we have not heard them speak, so I am pretty sure those are going to be the two new characters that are on this cast list. Those are going to be who they are, the two other bounty hunters that are alongside Go, but there's nothing really too new from this cast list or from these summaries, so I'm pretty much going to not even speculate on them. I'm going to go into what I think about this duel and my predictions for this duel. So to be completely honest, I feel like this duel is a little strange. I don't want to just bash it because it has the potential to be a really good duel. You have Go, who is revitalizing his character, who's going through a complete 180 almost with his character, a man who lost his pride according to the 51 preview, and needs to win to get it back, and needs to really defeat Playmaker to get it back. He's versing Soulburner, a new character who has been built up extremely, extremely well, defeating Bit and Boot, and now once again, Playmaker letting him duel Go in his place when Playmaker would never really trust anyone in the past to do that. So clearly there's already a very positive relationship, if the opening and ending didn't hint that enough, between Playmaker and Soulburner. This is a very important character, and you have a duel here between two characters where almost neither can afford to lose. You have Soulburner, who if he loses, he's already lost, which, again, it doesn't mean the end of the world for his character. And even if he loses, he can say, well, I bought Playmaker enough time to escape. I'm not too upset. But if he loses, does Go get his Ignis? Because if that's the case, then there's absolutely no way Soulburner is going to lose. If Soulburner's Ignis Flame is on the line, then there is no way he is going to lose this duel. And honestly, I just don't think he's going to lose this duel anyway, because they're trying to build him up as a very strong character, almost a second coming of Playmaker, a second Playmaker in this universe in terms of dueling ability. So to have him face Go, I just feel is a lose-lose situation. I mean, no matter what, one character is going to go over with the crowd, and no pun intended, and is going to get a very important win for themselves, but I feel like Go almost needs the win more importantly than Soulburner. When you're trying to recreate a character, when you're trying to revitalize a Season 1 character that fell out of love with a lot of people and didn't get the development and respect that I think a lot of us thought he was going to get, especially considering he was the second character shown to us when Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains was first airing. this is a chance at a reset. This is a chance at new life for Go's character, new breath, if you will. And to have him verse Soulburner is almost like having him verse Playmaker. You know most likely how that result is going to go. And for that reason, I just feel like there were better opponents for Go to face. Even if Go faced off against Blood Shepherd and defeated Blood Shepherd, I think that would have been a really cool duel and a really good win for Go. Now, clearly, they're trying to build Blood Shepherd to be this really, loner, devastatingly strong character. At least that's what I've felt from the opening, where he's literally attacking Playmaker with missiles, and you see the missiles in the ending, and he already killed someone. We all ignored that he just killed a man in episode 47, and someone who's bickered with Go, someone who's bickered with Akira will do things his own way, someone who even threatened Go and Emma when they came up to him and said, like, oh, you should maybe lay off Playmaker, and he's like, if you get in my way, you're gonna be toast. So they're clearly going a different way with Blood Shepherd, but it would have been cool to see Go verse Blood Shepherd and defeat Blood Shepherd, because he's a bit of an asshole, and I think that would have been awesome for Go. And even though Go is playing this whole antagonist role, I think a lot of people probably would have been rooting for him to beat Blood Shepherd, because unless you like those kind of characters, and Blood Shepherd has been a really awesome character, but I just think there were better opponents for Go to face. I feel like him facing Soulburner, again, is a lose-lose situation, and I just really don't love it, because we know how it's going to end, and that is my prediction. I do predict that Soulburner is going to win this duel. I'll let you guys vote in the video cards, and I'll probably run a poll on Twitter as well to see what you guys think. If I had to pick who I wanted to win, I honestly don't want either of these guys to win, because I think a loss could be kind of harmful for their character, way more harmful for Go than Soulburner, because if Soulburner loses, again, he can say, well, I fought hard, at least I distracted Playmaker, or at least I distracted Go so Playmaker could get away. If Go loses, I mean, what's left for this guy? You built him up to have this whole revitalized Season 2 persona, and then he loses to Soulburner, so I would love a no result, or a draw. I think a draw would be pretty interesting, and I think a draw would not harm any of these characters, especially Go. Go right now needs a good result, and having him verse almost Playmaker 2.0 is a bad recipe. So those are my thoughts on the Soulburner Go duel, but please let me know whether you agree or disagree with me on that down below in the comment section. We are going to move on and very quickly go over a new VRains relationship chart that was put out by Yugioh VRains. Here it is. Unfortunately, I don't have any translations, but I'm sure there's nothing new in these translations. You can see the red text over the yellow lines, and that kind of just says, like, I guess, motivations and relationship between them. You have Go and... Well, so we'll start with Akira. You have Akira obviously hiring Blood Shepherd and Go, the top two bounty hunters. Then you have Go and Blood Shepherd's box trying to get to Playmaker, and I guess trying to get to Ignis as well, trying to get both of them. Then you have Playmaker going after Bowman and Hal. You have Playmaker and Soulburner kind of having a mutual link, and Flame connected to Soulburner. And you have Brave Max connected with Playmaker, pointing to Playmaker. The one notable thing that a lot of people have pointed out that I noticed right away, no girls on this chart. We have no Blue Angel, we have no Ghost Girl, we also have no Knights of Hanoi, but that's because Revolver and Spectre are MIA right now, and I think they probably will be MIA for probably another 10-15 episodes at least. But the fact that Blue Angel and Ghost Girl are not on this chart tells me that they probably are not going to be dueling, probably not are going to be involved in this plot, at least for the next couple of months, at least for the next, again, 10 to 15 episodes, which is a shame, but it's something that we as Yu-Gi-Oh fans have grown just unfortunately numb to for the last 20 years. Whenever a girl character is built up really well or started off on a really good foot, like I thought Blue Angel and Emma both had pretty good foundations under them, and if they kept it up, which they still might in the Season 2, in Season 3, and, in Yu-Gi-Oh! VRains, then we could be talking about two of the greatest girl characters, again, not saying too much, in all of Yu-Gi-Oh!, but not a good start for them, for either of them, not being on this chart. You could say it's classic Yoshida. Again, he's not great at writing females, and that definitely could be the reason that they are not intricate to this plot. And the fact that Brave Max is on this chart and you don't even have Blue Angel and Ghost Girl. Blue Angel, again, Link VRains' idol. I think that says a lot. You easily could have put Blue Angel and Ghost Girl in a box and had them connected to Akira, but I guess there wasn't enough room, or they really are just not going to be utilized in the near future. So that was something of note and something that definitely annoyed a lot of people, including myself. But again, when it comes to girl characters in Yu-Gi-Oh, it's just something we are used to. So anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap up the video right there. Please let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section. Let me know what you think about this character relationship stuff, if you think it really means anything, or if you think that despite Blue Angel and Ghost Girl not being there, you think they'll still be involved in the plot. I honestly don't know right now where they even fit in the plot. It actually reminds me a lot of Go in Season 1 when the Knights were attacking. Where does anyone fit into the plot? Because Go had no connection to Soltech, so it was hard to really work him in. And by Soltech, I mean like the Lost Incident, where Playmaker did, Ghost Girl was going after it, Akira, Aoi, in the middle teens, Go was kind of MIA because he had no connection to Soltech. And right now, I feel like, besides the Akira link, Blue Angel and Emma, unless they want to go after and protect Playmaker, even though that's kind of what Soulburner's purpose is right now, they have no role in this scene, in this situation, in this early storyline. As of now, that could change, and hopefully for their sake, it does change. Anyway, guys, I could just keep on rambling. I'm going to cut myself off. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the support, and I hope you have an amazing day.